Hello, hello. Welcome, nerds. We're in another Arena Cube draft. And we're going to go all in on the first mythic we see. Which one are we going to see first? I'm not sure yet. We are seeing a Damnation and a Jace the Mind Sculptor. I'm seeing some interesting stuff down here. There's a lot of green and black in this pack, which is kind of crazy. There's also the Jewel Mine Overseer, which is interesting. We did just do, um, you know, Boros. Sorry, it took me a second to get there. Whenever this creature attacks, manifest dread. There is a damnation, which is really, really good. There are not very many board wipes, and the board wipes that there are insanely good in this format. So maybe it's a damnation pick. I don't think it's Jace the Mind Sculptor. I'll be real, and I'm sorry about that, guys, but I do not think it's Jace the Mind Sculptor if we're looking at these four mythics. I do just like the quicker drafts almost, and I do think those are almost better. So let's take the Jewel Mine Overseer and see what happens here. Oh, there's a Goldspan Dragon. There's also a Monastery Swiftspear. An Enduring Curiosity would be very interesting to me. Titan of Industry and Nissa Vastwood Seer. Both of these are very good. Wary Zone Guard is also very good. 3 mana enters tapped. It's a 3/3. At the beginning of your second main phase, if this creature is tapped, return up to one target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Like, as long as you got lands in the graveyard, those are good. But we have a red-white card. Honestly, I mean, we could Tribal Flames and just go all in on like everything 3 or less and draft lands, but there's no land in here. Goldspan Dragon is really interesting to me. 5 mana for a 4/4 haster. Whenever this creature attacks or becomes the target of a spell, create a treasure token. Like, that does a lot for us. So I think I'm going to take the Goldspan Dragon, actually. Molten Exhale is interesting. Creature or Planeswalker, 2 mana. But let's take the Goldspan Dragon. Carry Zev, Crew of 2. Amazing card. Absolutely love it. Bunch more lands here. We're still seeing, there's a Kagla here. I probably could have been in the green deck and been pretty happy with it. There are some lands. There's also the Tome of Gadwick, which is really good with that one flyer. We've seen that deck someone in the previous game. That was super interesting. But we're going to take the Carry Zev. And we got 3, 4, 5 here. Let's hope we can get a 1-2. Generous Plunderer. Hey, look at that. And there's a Hired Claw. Oh, I really do want to take the Generous Plunderer. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may create a treasure token. When you do, target opponent creates a tapped treasure token. When it attacks, it deals damage. No, let's take the Hired Claw. I thought this was the other one. Embercleave is also apparently interesting. I've not played with it. Lava Spur Boots is interesting, but I do think I'm going to take the Hired Claw. Just a good one drop in the aggressive deck. Thought Partition is interesting. Not great, though. Twin Flame Tyrant, Den of the Bugbear, Mind Security, Journey to Nowhere, all of those cards. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent, and an opponent controls it deals double that damage instead for a 5 mana big old dragon. Like, that's pretty good, pretty cool. All of a sudden your 2 mana 3/1 with trample is dealing 6 damage. If a source you control, so it's literally any source too. We're kind of looking at a big dragon red, and I'm kind of here for a big dragon red. We didn't play big dragon red last time, and I think I'm going to go for the Zealous Conscripts because it's just so good, but the Savai Triome, like, the reason I know that there's only one of these, and I always think of that tricolored dragon just in case, you know? I mean, we already have haste on a lot of our things. Not all of our things. But the Zealous Conscript is just a game ender. Lightning Helix. Fear of Missing Out. I haven't had a chance to play with this card very much. It is a 2-drop, but I think the Lightning Helix is more what we want to be doing with the big dragons and the Carry Zev and the Jewel Mine Overseer. Like, we've got a little bit bigger going on Rabbit Battery is also like very interesting. 1 mana, 1/1 haste. Equipped creature gains 1/1 haste. Reconfigure. But Fear of Missing Out is very good. But I think we're going to take the Lightning Helix. I would love to have the Fear of Missing Out. I want to play with it. I've never had a chance to play with the card. So I'd like to be able to do that. But yeah, for now, we're going to go with what we got going on. Here, we're going to take the Wooded Foothills. Just in case we get some lands. Look at all of those green cards. And the Spell Snare comes back around. I'm going to take the Temple Garden. I'm going to put it in the sideboard. Monastery, Swift Spear, and Tribal Flames came back around. And did Enduring Curiosity. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. We do have these like big dragons. Some haste stuff. I mean, I think Monastery, Swift Spear is still a pick, but I would almost like to pick up the Enduring Curiosity. And maybe we ditch the... Maybe we go full America. No, Monastery Swiss Spear is just a good card for us. Stoke the Flames is also very good for us. Lightning Strike. The Generous Plunder is interesting, but Lightning Strike is very good. Den of the Bugbear. Touch of the Spirit Realm is also very interesting. Den of the Bugbear, though, enters tapped. Becomes a 3/2 red goblin whenever it attacks. Like, it gives us a little bit of reach. This gives us some removal, though. Target artifact or creature until this enchantment. We might not end up playing that, but it'll be nice to have. Sacred Foundry, I'm very happy to have. Twin Moss Stormblood, I'd like to have. Inti, Sinistral of the Sun, Welcoming Vampire. Sunfall is one of those other Wraths, which is very interesting. Reckoner Bankbuster. Something from this pack is going to come back around. We're going to get it. So we're going to take the Sacred Foundry to make our Wooded Foothills just a little bit better. There's a Thalia here, which is always very interesting. There's an Arid Mesa, which I do think I want to take. Guardian of the Ghirapur is a bouncer. Arid Mesa just being a land for us, though, is very good. We want to have the ability to go into, you know, adding a black card if we do get it. Specifically the dragon, because I want to play with the dragon. You guys might think it's funny, but I really do just want to play with that dragon. Like, that's super cool. Those are what are they? Are they what's that A word? Artifact? Not artifact. They're alchemy. Alchemy cards, because it's alchemy 24, right? Which crazy stuff. I will say, I got quite a nice vault going on. I just like popped it and it gave me a bunch of like rare mythic common and uncommon stuff. I should probably make some like standard decks or something, or work on something, some type of deck. Screaming Nemesis is amazing. Ajano, Seed of the Empire, I probably would also take. Sarah Paragon, 4 mana, 3/4. Once during each of your turns, you may play a land from your graveyard or cast a permanent. It gains when this permanent is put into the graveyard. Holy crap, we're gonna take Screaming Nemesis, and I'm gonna be really sad about not having Sarah Paragon. 3 mana, 3/3 haster. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. So it's a Boros Reckoner, if you ever played with that card. And if a player is dealt damage this way, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. And Sarah Paragon takes a second to come out. This is just the better, more aggressive card. Sarah Paragon looks sick. I can't let myself get drawn into it. Look at me having self-control. I think I am going to take the Flame Slash. 4 damage to target creature. Sure. We got a couple of 1-drops. We got some burn spells in here, and then we got some big stuff going on. I'm not really big on the Flame Slash. I almost do want to take the Godless Shrine, but because Wooded Foothills can't grab it, I'm going to take the Flame Slash. Impetuous, Lootmonger. 2 mana, 2/2 first strike. When it enters, discard a card, then heist target opponent's library. Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, create a tap treasure token. Just amazing. Love this card. It has been very fun to play. Getting heisted is miserable, and I hate it as a mechanic. But it is phenomenally fun when you are not the one getting heisted. A Stelly Reclaimer. When this creature enters, return target non-creature, non-land permanent card. So yeah, we don't have very many of those. We're gonna take the Lumen Class Frigate or the Glory Hell Heath links, which yeah, let's take it. I'm here for it. The Lumen Class Frigate, we got a little bit too much on the burn side of things, and we want to get into the bit later lands. Ruby Collector, phenomenal. There's another Wooded Foothills. I don't want to take that. Lightstall Inquisitor is going to be very good in one of these decks eventually, but the Ruby Collector is just very interesting. 1 mana, 1/1, pumps everything, and you get a Mox Ruby sometimes. Elite Spellbinder is interesting. 3 mana, 3/1 flyer. When this creature enters, look at target opponent's hand. You may exile a non-land card from it. For as long as that card remains exiled, they can play it. It just costs 2 more. So you get a 3/1 flyer that makes something in their hand cost more. The Showdown of the Scalds. Whenever you cast a spell this turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Like, that seems pretty good, but Adeline Resplendent Cathar, 3 mana, 0/4. Whenever you attack for each opponent, create a 1/1 white. You're creating tokens and stuff? Sure. Welcoming Vampire. Twin Maw Stormblood. I think I want the Twin Maw. Welcoming Vampire is really good. The Inti is also very good. Honestly, I should take the Welcoming Vampire. When one or more other creatures you control with power 2 or less, so we have a few of those, Twin Maw is going to be better. Let's just Twin Maw it, because we have enough cards that have more than 2 power. We're going to take Guardian of the Girapor to do some bouncing. Yeah, being able to bounce Impetuous Lootmonger would at least be interesting. Rip Apart, probably not going to play it, but Maze Mind's Tome is interesting. 2 mana, tap to put a counter on it to scry 1 for free. 2 tap to draw a card. When there's 4, you exile and draw a card. We're going to add it to the sideboard. A Braid can go into the deck. I will 100% play in a Braid. Bomat Courier. The fact that this draft's crazy. What are we looking at here? We're looking at Prairie Survivalist, I think. There's a lot of green. There's some good black in here, too. The Chandra Torch of Defiance is very interesting to me, just because I do like the Planeswalker. But I think the 2-drop is going to be better. The Prairie Survivalist buffing stuff in your hand and on the whatever. Yay! No! Flying Mobilize. When this enters, creatures you control perpetually gain your choice of Menace, Lifelink, or Haste. We're going to take it, and we're going to look for lands. Blood Crypt, immediately rewarded. I am here for that. Voice of Victory, also amazing. Would love to have that. Kind of sad that I can't. But I actively can't. Luris is going to be in our deck. I think that's the deck right there. We got some of these big old dragons at the top end. We got these little dragons. I'm so excited to play this card. I am, like, actually stoked to play this card. I really want to find, like, a couple more lands so that it doesn't look as sketchy to play it as it does right now. Because right now we're looking at 3 black sources for this. I do really want to have an open Luris and then just draft every single card, like actually play Companion Luris. Like 5-color Companion Luris. That would be sick. Marsh Flats, Bloodstained Mire. We have the Blood Crypt, so both of these work for us. There's also a Lelia, the Blade Reforged. But we're gonna take the land, and I think we're gonna take the Bloodstained Mire. Here, we're gonna take the Bitter Blossom, I think. Luminarch Aspirant is interesting. 2 mana, 1/1 at the beginning of combat in your turn, put a 1/1 counter. It's just a little bit slow. Pyrite Spellbomb is interesting. I think Bitter Blossom. Let's take the Luminarch Aspirant. I don't think we're going to play it. I don't think we're going to play Bitter Blossom. Magda Brazen. Ah, yay. We'll do that. 2 mana, 2/1. Other dwarfs you control gain +1. Whenever dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token, sacrifice 5 treasure, and circle your library for an artifact or dragon card. Put that on the battlefield. It's just a dwarf. There's a Blade Splicer and an Anjay's Ravager. 3 mana, 3/3. When attacks each turn. Whenever this creature attacks, discard your hand and draw 3. So, like, very interesting. There's also the Sky Sovereign console flagship. 5 mana, enters, deals 3. Crew for 3. Flying, attacks, deals 3. Which I think we're going to take Blade Slicer. Godless Shrine. I didn't even look at the rest of the... Like, I don't know what was in there. Don't even talk to me. We got one of each of the shocks. We have 3 different fetches. Like, I'm feeling a lot better about having the Mardu card in my deck. That's wrong. I don't know what's going on in the pod, but that's incorrect. I think we're going to take the Thraben Inspector. Soul Shredder, 2 mana, 2/2, haste. Whenever one or more other creatures die, Soul Shredder perpetually gains +1/+1. This ability also triggers if this card is in your graveyard, and you can return it. Does some cool things. The fact that this is here, this draft is incorrect. I don't know who I'm drafting against, but they're wrong for doing what they're doing. Honestly, it's kind of offensive. I'm a little offended at what they're doing. Now let's see where we end up. 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All of these are good. The Stoke the Flames is interesting, but I'm here for it. Stadium Headliner, I think, is gone. Braid is gone. Luminarch Aspirant is gone. Which one of you 3 drops is going to get cut? Was it Adeline? Is it Guardian with a Girapor? The Flyer I kind of like, though. And it's kind of able to, like... It's able to bounce the Impetuous Lootmonger and the Thraben. And, like, the Mardu and the Jewel and... Kind of just those things. Okay, don't talk to me. I also think we cut that. We got 2 black sources already. We don't need an actual, like, swamp. I'm pretty sure we go up on red sources. No, we go up on white sources because the wood can fetch... No, that looks incorrect. This looks correct. Is there a... Yeah, 15 versus 11. This is sick. I know I say it, and I'm just going to take a second here. This is impressive. The fact that they can break all of this down, all of this is tagged, it makes sense to me. I work in tech, so I can understand how all of this is done, and it makes sense. You should be able to do this. This should be the standard. But it's not, and the fact that they have it done, like, look at all of these stats. Instant, sorcery, land. I can break down every single creature type that's in here. I'm like, oh wait, lizards, I only have 1, so that 1/2 only does one thing. Convert mana cost, creatures, non-creatures. How many colored symbols are in the actual deck? Like, I am so monumentally impressed by what they've kind of produced here. But also, they are probably making a lot of money from this, I will say. I mean, I know I personally have put money into Magic because Magic is my hobby and I spend a lot of time and energy and effort on it. I'm going to enjoy my time while I do it. Ooh, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think you can really complain about that, you know? And I have a Luris. Resourceful Collector. This is a great card. What you gonna fetch? Ping yourself. Get your stomping ground. Nope. Okay. Territorial Cavalry. Respect. No attacks. You got a 3/3. I'm pretty sure this deck that I'm playing struggles against Jund most of all. Okay, well they're not playing Jund, they're playing 5-color, which is actually hilarious. Yay! Another trial. Yeah. I'm gonna play the carries out. I'm gonna attack with everything. And you can block my Magda and take 6. Alright. Omnath. It's a good card. They're playing my 4-color Omnath over there. That's a good one. There's her 4 life. Ugh. Such a good card. I know you can't see it, but I'm just over here and cheesing, because that's... Who doesn't love seeing Omnath do crazy stuff? Oh, and you don't get to use that mana? I'm gonna cast regularly, and then I'm gonna cast this. I'm gonna end my turn. I probably should have played this beforehand so I got the token, but... I wanted to get the Ragavan because just in case they do kill the 3/3. Excuse me. Oh. We're gonna play a Blade Splicer. And turn. Each of these lands gaining him 4 life. Like, he's already gained... Ugh. Uh-oh.
Always wanted to make a really big fireball.
Haste.
Try to come back for me.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Look at that. We're doing a thing. Mardu Thunderkite. This card's amazing. I'm glad that I got to play it. Now I just need to get other dragons that do cool things, or other big cards. I mean, honestly, if I pulled, Hole. That's a scary one.
Fate knows I will mend this.
The 5-color Omnath got me. It's a good game. I don't think I'm coming back from this one. I almost wish that I were playing that deck. Like, I feel kind of like, why am I not playing that deck? Next time. We've got at least, I would say, 1 or 2 more cube drafts left in us. I do want to do one of those foundations drafts. I think that's what's going on right now. So I probably will check those out eventually. We're gonna keep this. Mardu Thunderkite is just a very powerful card. We can't cast it. We're not gonna talk about that. Shh. Is my Glory Heathlings gonna get lightning bolted? Meow. I'm sorry, you guys do hear like the noises, and you hear the cat meow, correct? Every time this card gets played, it's hilarious to me. Those are pretty cool mountains. I will say I like these mountains, but I really do just love these mountains so much. I like the art style. I like that they move the name to the bottom. I do like that. Robber of the Rich. Interesting. I think I do need to kill that. And we are going to play this, and we're going to attack. And gain 2 life. I don't want him to get a card advantage from that. That's an insane card. I think it's from the Assassin's Creed set? Like, that looks like an Assassin's Creed card right there. Which, the new Miles Morales and all of that stuff. Ooh. You got a pump spell for that? No, okay. I was gonna say. All of my stuff now has permanent haste, which is insane. Why does that have summoning sickness? Oh, because it can turn into a creature. It can still tap because it's a land. I'm turning like the in-game audio down a little bit. Just because I'm noticing that it's super loud. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you guys. I don't want it to be a little bit too loud. Messing with the sound levels on this type of stuff. Like, I need to get better. I think that's one of the things that I want to work on or think about a little bit more is working on sound levels, having better quality, stuff like that. Creatures you control. These are creatures that I control, right? So why don't they have haste? When this creature enters, perpetual effects are not removed from cards that change zones. So does this only affect when it enters? So it only affects the things that are around when it enters. It doesn't affect everything. I guess I misread perpetual. Good game. Burn to the face. Okay, so that dragon's maybe not as good as I had thought it was, but it's still insane. Just not as actually bat sheet bonkers. I guess I just don't know I should probably have figured out how perpetual works. Ruby collector. Yeah, we're keeping this. Pay 2 life. Into prairie survivalist. Into Luris. You gonna bop this? I am going to hit that. I don't want that to be a round. Whenever you attack with 3 or more, so I can get in for 4. Yeah. Exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. That's such a good, like, effect. Yeah, we're going to do it. Yeah. I end turn. You got a 5/5 and I've got a 3/5 and a 1/1. Good game. That was a risky one. I like playing fast. If you're not first, you're last. You know how it goes. Real sweaty. Let's do this, real sweaty. We've got an interesting 7 here. The 7 can't cast the Mardu Thunderkite, but it can cast the Adeline Resplendent Cathar. Now it can cast the Mardu Thunderkite. You got a 4-drop for me? Straight 3-color. All mismatched lands. Well, not all. These 2 matched, which is nice. This is awful. He can't tap that for 4 green, which is kind of insane. Depending on what he's got here, I might be in a real rough spot. Gee, they're at 5 lands. I'm gonna start getting in with my dragon because I need to do something. He's on 5 lands. He's got 3 things out. Ah, they got a pretty crazy little thing going on. None of these cards are very powerful. This one's interesting. I do want to play with the Hydroponics Architect. I'd do it in the same deck that I would play the Luris. Like I said, that's one deck that I do want to get in this cube still. I do really, really want to play like actual Companion Luris. I saw that one deck early on. Hmm. I think this one might be out of it, boys. Oh, wait, did he? He attacked to hit the land. He drew the land. That's funny. Okay, we'll concede that one. Good game. That sometimes the blue green deck gets a really 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 nice draw. That's pretty solid. I've seen some cool decks. I will say none of the decks that I've played have been as fun as playing the Omnath deck. That's probably the most fun cube draft I've done. That was a great time. Frudenhamster. We're looking at a pretty high-end deck, and we can't cast our first 2 spells. Mulligan. We're looking all right here. We're gonna put one of the planes on the bottom, though. We're gonna lead with a mountain. Immutable pupa. This creature dies. You may cast it from your graveyard. See, this is what I was hoping to do. And we probably could have Twin Moss Storm brooded to kill the mutable pupa, but we're gonna see what they play. Oh, they're gonna attack. I will say I just have all lands in hand, so I need to do something here. Triomes galore. As an adventure? Resolve. Cast it as an adventure. You may cast this after you exile. You may then cast the creature later from exile. So you're just able to keep cycling a 2/2 and a draw. Like, that's pretty sick. It is going to kill you. Oh, that's sucky. I need some of my big dragons or a way to discard these cards. If I would have drawn the Ragavan, like, imagine. Enough with the mysteries. Yeah, like that. And turn. You're down to 1. You have a Liliana of the Veil. Each player discards. Do it up. A Reanimate's gone. Deep Cavern Bat's gonna get my Ragavan. Which, although valid, is not going to stop me. I don't think he can stop both of these, correct? Because this has Menace. Good game. That 4-mana 3/3 is really, really good. I just want it to be known. And let's go again. I'm here for this. Completing quests is the best way to earn gold, mastery pass XP, and mastery orbs. Are the orbs good for anything other than buying like those cosmetic stuffs? I've got like a bunch and I don't know if there's any reason to not use them all up, you know? We'll keep this. Perry Survivalist is going to do some good stuff. I do like this card quite a bit. Liliana the Veil. Ugh, I don't like that. That's annoying.
Nobody knows Dominaria shines. One of your friends has to leave.
And I'm going to play a Ruby Collector too.
I'm tired of your secrets.
And we're gonna Liliana. Okay, you got a plus. Hopefully I draw land.
Don't be outsmarting me. It's no fun when they hit back.
Yep, let's do it. We both got 5 lands. Player with most are tied for create a 1/1. Whenever your creature attacks while you have the most life or tied, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Draw a card and lose a life. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go. That Shieldred's going to really mess me up. I don't think I have a way to deal with it. Whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life. Yeah, I don't... Ward dead whenever your creature... Okay, it's going to gain a life. Good game. Yeah, Shieldred's a beating, man. That was a tough one. But hey, I mean, I'm gonna say 3-3. Not a bad little run for us on that little Boros deck there. We got a nice little uprising. But thanks for joining me on this draft. We kept it under an hour. We didn't get the 7 wins, so I'm a little disappointed there. But leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what I could have done better, what you would have taken over me. I'm always looking to improve, so I really appreciate that. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you later.